Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to keep working on our journey. We have 6 parts of our journey and we have completed 3 of them. So today is part 4 and we're going to read a chapter in our journey and then we're going to play a little game. Not sure quite how that's going to go, but we'll give it our best shot. So let's go ahead and start with our Girl Scout promise. Raise your right hand. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. Let's go ahead and read our Girl Scout law as well. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Now let's go ahead and get started. All right, back to chapter 4 of our daisy journey, the daisy flower garden. All right, flower friends and flower needs. The morning dawned bright and sunny. The girls agreed to meet at the garden at 9 o'clock sharp. Chandra got there first, then Campbell, then Cora. They barely said hello before pushing open the big gate. But after just one step into the garden, their mouths fell open. The beautiful garden they left behind the day before was now so much bigger and more beautiful. Green grass had sprung up all around, and there was clover, lots of clover, and there were so many more flowers. Tulips, roses, violets, geraniums, and many more than the girls didn't even know the names of. They were so fancy looking. The girls looked around in wonder. The air smelled so sweet. Butterflies flitted about, birds chirped, a caterpillar wriggled, and the little golden bee buzzed. A bird bath stood at the far edge of the garden. Beyond that was a little pond. This was the most beautiful garden the girls had ever seen. "Good morning," called out Amazing Daisy. The girls turned to find Daisy swaying in the breeze, looking brighter than ever. "I don't know how you girls did it. All our flower friends showed up overnight," Daisy said. "I thought about you and your flower friends before I fell asleep," said Chandra. "I dreamed about you and your friends," said Campbell. "I woke up thinking about you and your friends," said Cora. "But we didn't do anything," all 3 girls cried out all at once. "Well, good thoughts and good dreams are powerful indeed," Amazing Daisy sang out. "Now come meet all my friends." Lupe the lupine is light blue. Her name is pronounced Lupe. She's always cool and relaxed, and she's honest and fair. She was born in Texas and then moved to Minnesota. She spends her summers in Maine. She has family all around the world. Tula, the tulip, is red. She's courageous and strong. She's from the Netherlands. Her family moved there a long time ago from a land called Iran. Gloria, the morning gloria, is purple. She's all about respect. She respects herself and others. She's from California and has family throughout South America and Asia. Jerry, the geranium, is magenta. That's a kind of red, a purplish red. Jerry is about respect too. She always respects authority. She grew up in the mountains of Virginia and has family all around the world, especially Greece. Then Daisy pointed to the ground. "And this is Clover," she said. "She gives our garden a nice green carpet and white flowers, too. In fact, she gives lots of things to our garden. Food for animals and bugs, good luck charms for people, and sweet nectar. Her nectar helps our pal Honey make delicious clover honey. As Daisy Gordon Low used to say, Clover really knows how to use resources wisely." Next, a delicate violet-colored flower stepped forward. "Hi, I'm Vi, the violet," the flower said. "I'm from Australia, and I'm so thrilled to meet you. I hear you're Girl Scouts. I love being a sister to every Girl Scout." Then a beautiful tall rose stepped forward. "And last but certainly not least, there's Rosie, the rose," said Daisy. "As usual, she's trying to make the world a better place." Rosie smiled at Daisy and the girls and girls and shook their hands one by one. "As you know," Rosie said, "we could all use a better world. I'm hoping you'll all join me in making the world a better place. How about we start with this garden?" What could this beautiful garden possibly need? Chandra wondered out loud. Oh, you'd be surprised how much a garden needs, Rosie said with a laugh. Yes, Rosie is right, said Lupe. We need a lot of things to keep this garden growing. Let's think about this right now. We must all say what we really mean, for that's being honest. And we must be fair. We'll give each flower a turn to speak. Lupe then turned to Daisy. Daisy, you know each of us so well. Why don't you lead the group? I'd be happy to, Daisy said. Jerry, let's start with you. Jerry the geranium flashed her black eyes. Well, you know, she said slowly, I so miss my cousins from South Africa. They smell so good, and I barely have a scent. What I wouldn't give for a whiff of lavender or the sweet smell of basil. Basil? I love basil, said Campbell. I love to eat basil with tomatoes. I could plant some basil for you. Maybe some sage, too. My little sister's named Sage. She would love to smell real sage in this garden. She's almost 4. In another year, she'll be old enough to be a Girl Scout Daisy. Well, we would love to meet little Sage, another sister for us, Vi the Violet said. And some fragrant friends will really make our world better, said Rosie. Sometimes even I get a little tired of smelling my sweet self. Everyone laughed, all the flowers and all the girls. Then Zinni stepped forward. With all these new friends arriving, we're going to need some really good dirt. I mean really good soil, she added. So I think we need more worms in this garden. Oh, Zinni, said Daisy, thanks so much for thinking of our soil. You're so considerate and caring. We definitely need good soil to eat and grow. What do worms have to do with good soil? Campbell asked. Oh, just about everything, said Zinni. They wiggle all through it and keep it fresh. Said Campbell. I thought worms were just little wiggly things that came out after the rain and hid under the doormat. Yes, worms are good for sure, but if it's not too much to ask, I want some more honeybees, said Clover. Not just for my little clover flowers, but to give honey or bees some new friends too. I'm afraid of having more bees in the garden, said Jerry. That means more stingers. But Clover, I also know that you know what you're talking about. You are the authority on bees, so I'll respect your wishes. Don't be afraid, chimed Tula. I have enough courage and strength for all of us. I'll lend you some. I can help you too, said Sunny. I'm so tall that I can see the bees buzzing all around the garden. I'll let you know when I see a bee buzzing towards you. Thank you, Sunny, said Jerry. You are always so friendly and helpful. I'm more worried about bugs than bees, said Lupe. How about some pretty ladybugs to keep the ugly bugs away? Ugly bugs? You mean bugs that are bad for plants, like those little green bugs that stick to tomato plants? Campbell said. Yes, exactly, answered Lupe. Those little green bugs are called aphids. Sometimes they really do a number on me. Wow, you flowers have a lot of needs, said Chandra. I guess it takes a lot to keep a garden growing strong. Well, I know that growing basil is easy, said Campbell, but we're going to have to think about how to get worms and bees. And ladybugs, chimed in Chandra. After all, we're just little girls. Well, you all seem quite big and powerful to me, said Rosie. I'm sure 3 can come up with a good plan. Maybe we can, said Cora. Maybe we just need some time. Let's go. Vámonos. Let's think about this over lunch. I'm hungry. All right. Hi, friends. I hope that you liked the next chapter in our journey story. And since we're all done with that, I thought we'd try to play a little game. So go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pencil to write down your answers, and we're gonna play a guessing game. In this box, which is our do box, I have put a few objects that are all found in nature, and I'm going to reach in the box and feel an object and describe it to you. And if you can guess what it is, go ahead and write it down. There are going to be 5 objects. So my first object is very hard and it fits in my hand. And this one is really smooth, but it could also be very bumpy. Can you guess what it is? If you guessed a rock, then you're right. That's your first one. Next, this is something that is pretty rough, and it's long and kind of skinny and hard, And this one fits in a box, but these can be really big too and not fit in a box. Any guesses? It's a stick. So if you guess stick, you've got that one right. Next up. Oh, this is something that's very delicate, and it can come in different colors, and it can smell very sweet. It's a flower. All right. Now this is found on trees or bushes. It's very smooth and waxy feeling. And, oh, we have a visitor. Muffin, go lay down. Silly dog. Go lay down. Go. Muffin, go. Muffin wants to be a Girl Scout too. Anyway, back to the object. This one's very smooth and it's kind of almost shaped like an egg. Can you guess what it is? It's a leaf. All right, this last object is kind of a bonus object because it is a type of something that we've already seen from our box. So it's delicate and it has a nice smell. And this one it grows on long skinny stalks and is a light purple color. You may have guessed that it's a flower, but can you guess what kind? It's something that the fragrance can really be calming. So sometimes when we have bubble bath, it smells like this flower. And people sometimes like this fragrance in their home because it smells so nice. Do you have any guesses? It's our last item. It's lavender. All right, guys, I hope you had fun. See you in the next video.